Yeah, bro, check me out right now. I'm about to put this guy to work. You gotta make real mistakes, bro.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl.
What is he doing, man? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch these guys on each end.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This will be fielded at the 17. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Lynch to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On second down, Lynch. A dump off to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Lynch on the keeper. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Carr going to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Trying to pound it in with Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, the sync just wasn't there.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book.
C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 61 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Cook. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This is Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go with Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 27 yards on the game there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Throwing, Cook. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. drive here, and it goes on and on. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
They'll run it with Hill. And now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got 3.
Hill to try again. And able to push his. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jarrell Adams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Again, it's Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go now. 3-19.
2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
No. Check. Patriot. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 15. Room here to run. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyreek Hill As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. So the Broncos coming out now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
All right, now look at 56.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And he's taken down. Back in, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Now look at this.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AF. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and 10, it's Lynch. And this will be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from